So did you say you've put a piece of cloth on your table so your microphone won't bang?
Oh, just so I just figured maybe my voice was reverbing, vibrating through my little table, maybe. And
What did you say to me about your voice in your text message today?
I can't remember what I said. I felt it sounded like I was talking with a bag of marbles in my mouth. I feel like I need to enunciate a little bit more.
Could you do us both a favour then this week, please?
Yes.
Could you take the bag of marbles out of your mouth?
Oh, am I not meant to? Oh, I've really messed up here. I'm so sorry. For some reason, I thought I had to have a bag of marbles in my mouth. Turns out, all right, hold on. Right, they're gone.
I know we're going to be talking about a great song this week, but before we do, here's our intro. All right, let's never talk about that intro song. So welcome listeners to But I Won't Do That, a weekly-ish podcast where I, Grant Mullen, and my amazing friend with a mouthful of marbles, John Menzies, point out the flaws and logic in song lyrics to ruin them potentially for you and your friends forever. John, we've got a ripper this week, episode 3. Let's jump straight in. Tell us what we are in for.
Hello, Grant. We're going to go through that song by The Police, Every Breath You Take, a classic song.
So you know what I get confused about is what's by The Police and what's by Sting. So this is The Police, is it?
This is officially The Police. I even looked it up on the interwebs.
Oh, stop it. Have you started doing research?
That was the limit. That was the absolute limit of the research I did.
Do you know what I love about the day and age we're in is when people on the social medias say, I researched it, and we know full well they've just put it into Google.
Yeah.
They haven't gone to the local state library, peer-reviewed thesis, all that sort of stuff.
They've not gone at it like a journalist, have they? They've basically just read an article somewhere.
The first article that agreed with them. And this article obviously agreed with you because it said the police.
The police. Well, it wasn't even an article. I was basically printing out the lyrics. So,
and it said at the top, the police. So what are we going to talk about? I love this song.
It's a beautiful song.
You're not going to ruin it for me, are you?
No, I'm probably not going to ruin it for everyone until we read through it. I think a lot of people know it might be problematic. I don't want to preempt anything, but
what our listeners don't know about you, though, is you're a trained singer.
I would probably more say very untrained singer.
Oh, come on.
Fly by the seat of my pants kind of singer.
I have worked as a quasi-semi-professional singer and had no training, but haven't you had training?
I had a few lessons. I don't mind admitting that.
So you're a trained singer in the same way that Karen does research.
Yes, exactly. In the exact same way. Yeah.
Do you want to sing the first line so everyone knows what song it is, or do you want to balk?
No, I'll balk with the singing, but
I want to do it.
I can do a little bit of singing if you want.
Should we attempt like a 2-part harmony on 3?
Okay, let's give it a go.
1, 2, 3.
Every breath you take. You sounded like 3 seconds behind me. I think this interwebs thing plays havoc with that. Okay. You know what? We'll do it another day, but live with you on the guitar.
It's a deal.
We'll have to do it face to face because over the interwebs there's a little delay and all that.
Tell us all about this song. I've probably got questions.
Okay. Well, it was written by The Police, the band, and I will go through the first line. Well, the first verse.
Sting's real name is Gordon.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's his last name? Ramsey?
I don't know. Shumway. Gordon Shumway. Oh, no, that's Alf. Anyway.
All right. Well, this is what Gordon has written.
Go ahead.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, I'll be watching you. First of all, it's a little stalkery.
So where is he when he's singing this, and to whom is he singing it? Is he sitting up a tree? Because I imagine him with a set of binoculars up a
Well,
tree.
let's imagine that. That sounds good. I like that
Like
because it is stalkery. The whole song's about him watching a woman. I assume it's a woman and not a squirrel.
well, let's not assume. Well, how do we know?
Well, we don't know, but I think we can safely assume.
I think he stings into chicks.
I gather that. That's what I gather.
Yeah.
So basically, he's looking through his binoculars from the tree,
Binoculars, yeah.
and he's watching a young lady, somebody who he's a little enamoured with, and he's even watching her breathing. He's looking, going, "Whoa, she's breathing. That's all right."
I'll be watching you. So, what do you think? So, like when he sings, it's quite sweet. It's like I'll be watching you, but like I can almost imagine it sung in a sort of threatening manner.
Yeah. Well, the second line was every move you make. So I don't know. Is she playing chess? Do you think? She's in the park playing chess, and he's in a tree like an old pervert.
Or maybe she's just trying to sit ridiculously still with fear.
Do you think she's seen him? Yeah, maybe she's seen him. Maybe that's why he has to keep his distance.
Maybe she's got Parkinson's disease.
Well, the third line says, every bond you break.
Do
you think she beat the shit out of James Bond?
I thought maybe she was going around breaking small model aeroplanes that children had built with super glue.
You know what? That's probably why he's watching her. She probably broke one of his Airfix models, and now he's keeping an eye on her to make sure she doesn't do it again.
Yours though, every bond you break, because our listeners don't know this, but you look, and I'm going to embarrass you here, a heck of a lot like Daniel Craig.
Oh, stop it! Yeah,
you do.
Apparently, I do. Apparently, I don't see it.
Not Glass Onion Daniel Craig either.
No, James. No. I mean, put me in a smart suit, and I think I can take on some Russian terrorists.
Because I haven't seen you in person. Like, we've spoken over the telephone. I haven't seen you in person for maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Would that be about fair?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Are you still fit?
On my right-hand side, yes. On my left-hand side, no, I had an accident a while ago and I smashed my entire left-hand side. So my left-hand side is fairly atrophied. My right-hand side is still very fit, which tends to put my back out quite a lot.
So you're Daniel Craig from Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah. I'm Daniel Craig if you're looking at my right-hand side, you'd say, oh yeah, Daniel Craig, he looks fit. Left-hand side, probably not Daniel Craig.
Left-hand side, here's a random reference, verbal kint.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's from The Usual Suspects. Have you not seen The Usual Suspects?
Yes, a long time ago.
Go watch The Usual Suspects. Although maybe not, because the dude that played verbal kint got done for pedophilia. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, hold on. So, whereas every bond you break, maybe she broke the lease on a house. Maybe she repeatedly rents a house, doesn't pay the rent, and nicks off. So that's why he's watching her, because he's like a detective or something.
Or like a real estate dude.
Oh, you think he's a real estate agent? That. I like that take on it.
Yeah, or like, what do they call them? Not real estate agents. Where they get the rent roll. I should know it. My daughter does this for a living.
There's a lot of things I want to say because some people have low opinions
like
of real estate.
A rental manager. Like, you know, every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break.
She's a rental manager. Okay, well, we know her vocation. Should we stick with that? I don't think she's beaten the shit out of James Bond. You know what I mean?
Like he's a rental manager. Like he's managing this person. Like this person has had 3 houses this year.
So what you're saying is that Sting is a rental manager and it's his job to take...
Yes.
You know, this was probably before they became... This is the song that launched them and he was probably writing it from the experience as a rental manager. Brilliant. I like that. That's why he's watching it. Right. Yeah. That's good.
Okay. Let's crack on.
I'll be watching you. Every single day, so he's dedicated. Every word you say.
Wow.
Every game you play. Every night you stay. in the house that she's renting. I'll be watching you.
So he's obviously got cameras.
He's got cameras. He's got recording equipment. Every game you play, team. Maybe she's on the Xbox. Maybe she's playing chess. I don't know. But he's watching.
I think he's probably got a small team. What was that movie with Emilio Estevez and a whole bunch of other people in the 80s, and they were like spies, and they had cameras set up everywhere, and I think Richard Dreyfuss may have been in it as well. And I'm just picturing that, like, they've got all these cameras set up, and Emilio Estevez is up in the stairwell or the elevator, and they've got, like, remember when you could type anything into a computer in movies and it would come up with the answer?
Yeah, before Google as well. So, yeah, that's, right. That's pretty amazing.
When they have a fuzzy picture and they go, click enhance, and it just goes from grainy to really clear.
And sometimes they could take the image and they could turn the image and see around someone, which is before completely impossible.
Well, it's well before 360 cameras.
Yeah, absolutely.
The name of that movie, by the way, type it in the comments, because I just cannot remember it. I want to say Stingers or something like that.
I can't even remember seeing it. Yeah.
You don't get out a lot, though.
No, I don't. I live in a cave. Yeah, absolutely.
You're not supposed to tell everyone you live in a cave.
I like my cave. There's nothing wrong with a cave. Sting probably lives in a cave.
He does now. It's where he
Well, he lives in the cave next door. Okay,
that's your claim to fame. You live next door to Sting.
I live next door to Sting, and he lives in the cave next door. Yeah, me and him, we're good mates. That's why I'm doing this song. He said, "Please do this song, John. Please do this. Every breath you take."
And you didn't know his real name was Gordon.
No, I didn't. Well, he never says. I just yell, "G'day, Sting," and he yells something along the lines of "fuck off." I don't know what he says. The chorus. Can't you see? You belong to me?
Come on.
How my poor heart aches with every step you take.
So where's she stepping? Is that? Oh,
is she stepping?
No,
is she stepping on his chest?
With like 10-inch stilettos or something.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what's going on there, because first of all he's a real estate agent, and now she's stepping on him with high heels.
So what's this? Can't you see you belong to me? Does this? Which country is like? He's
British, mate. He's British.
Gordon Sumner. Original full name is Gordon Matthew Thomas.
Are you looking this up?
Yeah, born in Northumberland, England. So he should be quite conservative. So I'm concerned here that maybe he's somehow distantly related to Jack the Ripper.
Certainly sounds like it from the lyrics.
I mean,
well, he's saying, "Can't you see? Can't you see? You belong to me." So he's questioning whether or not she knows that she belongs to him. So maybe he bought her in a second-hand store or something, or he's got some kind of ownership thing going on, that he owns her and she can't see that for some reason.
What year was this written? Because I in my role outside of this podcast, I am responsible in my job for modern workplace slavery, and not for making sure we do it, but for making sure others don't. But this sounds a lot like modern workplace slavery to me.
Mate, do you think maybe she's meant to be working at the real estate agency and she's just not showing up, and that's why he's out with his binoculars?
Okay.
But then we go into how my poor heart aches with
every symptom. That's a symptom post-COVID. That's a symptom. Like,
I think
you should be
COVID.
Careful. Well, post-COVID, like there are people dying of heart attacks left and right at the moment. So, like, I have concern for Sting now. You know, I have got concern for him because his poor heart aches.
It does ache. He should see his doctor. Really?
Are there any lyrics coming up? Because I haven't actually read them. Any lyrics coming up about him being able to taste copper?
No, there's nothing about it. There's nothing about his face feeling numb. So I don't think he's having a stroke.
So this is probably referencing.
But he's probably having a
emotion
stroke
that's
up the tree
similar.
as he's watching it. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Whoops.
Hey, and she's like, "Oh, I'm playing chess. Oh, it's raining. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. She looks up
Wait
and
a
it's
m-
Sting. She's gone, God, it's that potential musician who works at the real estate office. Oh, he's up there wanking up a tree. Oh.
You say musician, I say bass player.
Well, I did say potential musician. I'm assuming he's not famous yet when he wrote this because he's working at the real estate office. He hasn't
point.
quite launched in yet, I think.
So his poor heart aches.
And not his rich heart, because he's poor heart.
Oh. Okay, so his poor heart
Aches.
was it?
With every
Aches.
step she takes, though. Yeah.
Maybe there's some kind of booby trap set at the soles of her shoes with electrodes to his chest.
It does intone there's some kind of mechanical contraption in her shoes and is hurting his heart, his poor heart.
I think it's fairly obvious to me.
What's that?
That mechanical contraption is indeed set up in her shoes.
Do you think it's the original taser? She's got tasers in her shoes.
Well, we are breaking a lot of ground here with technology and surveillance, and so why not defense mechanisms?
Well, I think she's got tasers in her shoes is a good sort of song on its own. Write a song about she got tasers in her shoes.
That's Paul Simon, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
People say she's crazy. She's got tasers in the soles of her shoes. Well, that's one way to beat them walking blues.
Yeah, sorry, I've mixed up Sting with
Paul Simon.
Yeah, I've made a mistake.
They're different heights. Yes.
Should we go to verse 2?
I'd love to. I think our listeners would love it if we did too.
Every move you make, so he's going on about that again. Every vow you break.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently there's been vows. Some kind of vow? I don't know.
So she's a nun who plays chess.
Yeah.
She's a chess nun, real estate guru that sells convents.
Well, she's not turning up to work, and I think that's why he's watching her. And she's wearing she's wearing her habit and high heel shoes with tasers in them.
That's dead giveaway.
Yeah. Every smile you fake. Oh, she's insincere. I don't know why he's obsessed with it. I mean, she's faking her smiles. He says it so himself. Every claim you stake.
So she's a gold miner.
I think she's panning. She's panning for gold at some stage. Wow. She really wants to get out of real estate, doesn't she?
She is very diverse. Like she is. Do you think maybe she is early entrepreneur?
I think she is. She's got technology. She's got, she's panning for gold. She's deeply religious. I mean, she's a nun and she's in the park playing chess. She's living the dream.
Do you think she's got a cat?
I don't know. Why do you say a cat?
Yeah, I know. Weird question, but I could almost see her turning around in a large, oversized chair with a cat saying, "I've been waiting for you, Mr. Sting."
That would change the tone of the entire song if she is a kind of Bond villain, because we've mentioned Bond before. Breaking Bond.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
She is a evil villain, and that's why she's so diverse. That's why she's getting gold. That's why she has tasers in her shoes, and she's dressed as a nun.
This makes so much sense to me.
It does. You know what? I thought this was a song about stalking, but now I think that Sting is trying to foil an evil plan.
Good on you, Sting, because Gordon is the good guy.
And then that verse 2 finishes with, "I'll be watching you." So he's issuing a little threat to the Bond villain there. "I'm watching you, mate. I'm watching you.
I'm watching you." And he's doing that thing where you point to your own eyes with 2 fingers, then to the other person with 2 fingers.
Yeah, you know what? I bet he did that. I bet he's done. Yeah. She looks up. She's playing chess in her nun's outfit. She looks up and he does that "I'm watching you" thing.
As he's desperately clutching his chest for the pain from the tasers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, now in the song, there's a bridge, and it says, "Since you've gone."
So they're sitting on a bridge.
Yeah, apparently. Well, it says "bridge" in brackets.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's some kind of maybe she's going to blow the bridge up. I don't know.
yeah.
Since you've gone, I've been lost without a trace. Ooh.
Okay.
Now, if she's a Bond villain, that makes a lot of sense because since you've gone, so she's just kind of disappeared. Some kind of technology, villain technology. Maybe she hopped on a private jet or something.
She put a trace on him to begin with.
Yeah. I've been lost. And so he's had a trace on him. Now it's gone. She's gone.
Yeah.
I dream at night. I can only see your face. So he's got PTSD. He's got PTSD. Yeah. He cannot get her out of his mind. This whole song has turned around because I genuinely thought he was the bad guy in this. I thought he was a weird pervy. Now, no, it turns out he's just trying to do the right thing for Queen and Country.
I'm glad I could help you.
Yeah. Well, as we go along through the bridge,
yes,
I look around, but it's you I can't replace.
Yeah. Because the technology is not there at the moment for that sort of thing that Tom Cruise does with the rubbery faces and like the face masking stuff. Like he can't do that yet.
Yeah.
Like they could do a lot of things with fairly rudimentary crude technology, but they can't do that, whole reveal where they pull the face up from the chin and go. But yet they could always do that in Scooby-Doo. Yeah, it's all band with us from the haunted amusement park. Good one, Shaggy. Like they could always do it then, but then the technology had to catch up with it later on by Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, or one of those.
Yeah. But a lot of this is there's a lot of advanced technology in this, but obviously the mask, the print out masks haven't happened yet.
No. But super prophetic almost, like in what they said was coming. So this is historically important as well.
It might be, but when it says, "But it's you I can't replace," maybe he's trying to clone her. Like he's trying to get samples and then you can clone her in a jar. Yeah. I don't know how that creates a problem for her being she's a Bond villain, but obviously he's got some kind of plan. Yeah,
because maybe he's like, well, I can't replace you because like you're super evil and I don't have DNA technology or robot technology or masks or anything like that. But yeah.
And quite often if you get rid of a evil henchman or you get rid of a top-level villain, they do say they just get replaced by someone else. There's always someone else to take their place. So maybe he's admitting he shouldn't defeat her. He shouldn't put her in Bond prison. I don't know.
Losing his identity or purpose maybe as the person he is, that if he can't replace her, if she's gone, then who is he?
This song's a lot deeper than I thought it was. When I started, I thought it... Anyway. The next line, I feel so cold and I long for your embrace.
Okay.
So she's trapped him in a freezer, I think.
With a heart issue.
Yeah, he's got a heart issue. He's trapped in a freezer. She's got him with the heel tasers. But then he longs for her embrace.
Well, I mean, if you're desperate, you want to be warm.
Maybe she's a really good-looking girl and, he thinks, oh, she's defeated me, but a cuddle would be good.
What do they call it when you fall in love with your captor?
Oh, Stockholm Syndrome. That's the one. Yeah, he's got Stockholm Syndrome now.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, the plot thickens.
22 lines for him to get there, but he's got it. Like... Watch out, listeners. Like, if you're ever kidnapped or anything like that, this should be a warning for you.
Especially if it's a nun with tasers for feet playing chess. I mean, the lesson is avoid that.
Yeah.
Avoid that kind of shenanigans.
John, we've been talking about some merchandise. I think we should develop some nun taser feet t-shirts.
Taser shoes.
Taser shoe. Let's just sell taser shoes, man.
I would love that. That would be brilliant.
If you would like taser shoes, listeners, just drop us a comment.
Let us know. We'll start working on the tech because we're very smart fellas. We can do that kind of thing. Taser shoes. In fact, we're taking pre-orders.
Yep, pre-orders now
for your taser shoes, and if you wear it with a nun's habit as well, apparently that's the perfect disguise.
According to this song.
Yeah, according to this song, and then he finishes off this verse with, so he's in the freezer. He wishes she'd just give him a cuddle. Then it says, I keep crying, baby, baby, please. So he's in tears. So his little tears are turning into little ice cubes and rolling down his face.
Who's that little boy singer? Who's that little boy that sings songs? What's his name? He was released by Usher. What's his name?
I have no idea.
You know, nobody likes him. It's that little boy that sings songs. What's his name?
Is that a Lil something?
Very famous.
Lil something.
No. Look, what's his... Hang on. Oh, that's all right. No, he's not very well known. Justin Bieber. So it sounds like... So I keep crying... Baby, please. Baby, please.
Justin Bieber blatantly stole this line.
Yeah.
He's stolen it off Sting.
So I feel so cold, I long for your embrace, and I keep crying Justin Bieber songs.
He's desperate. Weird. You know what? He's at the end of his rope. If he's in a freezer singing Justin Bieber songs, I think he's near death. She's defeated him.
Poor Jason Bieber.
The song goes on, it just goes for a bit, and then it's the chorus. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? Oh, how my poor heart aches with every step you take. He's going on about it.
So he's obviously got memory loss because he said that before.
He has said that before. And then he basically, for the rest of the song...
makes idle threats.
He makes every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake. He basically just repeats.
The last 20 lines of this song is him dying in the freezer.
It is, and he's just repeating himself. He's had a terrible time, and you know what? He's just trying to do the right thing, because I thought he was the villain of the story, and going through it with you, Grant, I've discovered he's the hero. He's the hero of the story, and I've always listened to this song wrong.
That's why it's so important that we unpack these songs, John, not just for you and for me, but for everybody else who's involved. And, you know, take note, Triple M and other radio stations that play this song. You know, you play these songs just willy-nilly, you shoot them out there, and you're like, hey, we're going to play some old new rock and roll right now from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But come on.
And they just don't hear the clues that are in there, that there's nefarious things going on in the background, and Sting is doing his absolute best to make things right, to make the world a safer place for you and for me from evil religious ladies who wear dangerous footwear.
I wouldn't be surprised, John, that after we launch this podcast, and I'm being really sincere here, I wouldn't be surprised if you or I or both of us don't get a, we'll hear that, someone at the door. And I think, really, that we'll probably get a personal visit from Sting.
What, from the police? Hey! It's the cops! No, it's not. It's the police.
Hey. What's all this then?
Are you making disparaging comments about my song? You've revealed that I try and foil evil plots. Stop it, Sunshine. You're coming down to the station. You're nicked.
Well, it's been a heck of a lot of fun unpacking this song today, John. I did not know the things that I did not know about this song. And it sounds like you've had a few insights yourself.
To be honest with you, when I picked this song, I honestly believed it was about a guy being a stalker. And I don't know whether to be thrilled or horrified that it's kind of about world domination and Sting just doing his best to, to keep the simmering down, to try and keep us safe. I just had no idea.
Well, neither did I, really, before we started diving into it, but I'm glad we did. John, this has been an awesome episode. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and thank you, listeners. We love that you are here with myself, Grant Mullen, and my amazing friend, John Menzies, as we point out the flaws of logic in song lyrics to potentially ruin them for you and your friends forever. If you enjoy this podcast, please do consider subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends, and maybe even commenting once or twice. We will do our absolute best to bring you one podcast per week-ish, and if we don't, then we're probably off doing something else. So we did, when we first started our first couple of podcasts, we did start announcing what we were going to do next. We're not going to do that anymore because we keep changing our minds. So next week we'll be doing another song, John.
Another song entitled Something Else. Who knows?
Something else that's different to the song we did today. So thank you so much. Here's our theme tune. Please don't ask us questions about it. Bye for now.
See you, folks.
Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-парам-па-пам-парам-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пурум-пум. Пум-пу-пум-пурум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух. Оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь он толстеть не станет.